Alright, hi. Hello. Hi, Ишкарит. Чешич. С чем пирожка? Привет, квест. Сложный прикол. Слишком сложно. Yeah, I guess it works.
A pleasant evening, no?
From the plains that sleep below.
So I don't know much about this game. There's only that it's by developers of Transistor. So I'm gonna find out. Как was your day? It was alright. How are you? How was your day? I found a website, the Russian shop, but it doesn't have a shop, like an actual physical shop in my town. Like shop in Moscow. It sells magazines, old magazines, some kind of a English video game magazine. Would be cool to read an actual at least once English magazine. I only have lots of like Russian video magazines. And I watched a bit of Walking Dead. And nothing special. Hey Courtney, hi. Old means older than a few years. Like 2016. Super old. until 6 a.m. It must have been 7 or 8 a.m. for me. Yeah, I've been sleeping at that time. It was super late. Complete some work, tasks for tomorrow, and drink Sprite. I see. I have a cold black tea Lipton with a blackberry flavor. Such a millennial. Downside: a vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth casts its convicts and enemies. None have been known to return from the Forsaken Land. Your days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. 3 shapes emerge, each clad in a strange attire. I guess they don't have voice acting. Commonwealth, a proud country, risen from the ashes of fallen empire, home to a multitude of ethnic groups, founded on principles of mercy and kinship, whose exact meanings evolved through many centuries. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth. See, right on schedule. What did I tell you? You told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we would find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Looks like she's breathing. The masked wanderers presume you're female. Interact to change this. Looks like he's breathing. That's unusual. Like a character creation. Well, they are breathing. This kind of reminds me of that Viking game. Banner Saga. Yeah, it looks similar, like dialogue. I agree. But I don't know anything about this game. Just trying for the first time. I haven't seen anyone play it before. It seems he still is. And stand aside. I shall send him to a better place. Is it he? Can you people just tell? Hang on. The markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. Look at him. He's beyond our help. And we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving. Probably diseased, yeah. Good luck with it, there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Indeed, the day grows dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns toward you and begins unfastening his mask. Oh, so he actually has a face. Well, my friend, don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us, we are equal, nothing here. Nothings. You are parched, and he gives you drink. You ache, and he binds your wounds. You hunger, and he gives you food. Little by little it helps. There. Turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hadwin. Now, come on. Hadwin, he's one of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life on a downside. He's pretty. I like the style, how it's drawn. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon, nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Haddon beckons you to enter the black wagon. Step inside. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see a masked woman and a talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back, and with a guest. He loosens the clasps on her mask. You may call me Judariel. He's the most imposing of the 3 masked wanderers who found you clinging to life. Yeah, it's even like like in Banner Saga. There is a race of humans with horns. And as for myself, the small one struggles with his mask. Daryl soon assists him. Oh, that's a dog with mustache. That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Rocky Greentail. He's the smallest yet loudest of the 3 masked wanderers. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the others. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Hornmans. Horned people. People of horn. Doesn't sound right. Can he do it? Hope so. I haven't asked him yet. What? And what are we waiting for? Hey chum, nice meeting you and all, but tell me something. You know how to read or what? He's asking if you're a reader. Is it like a class of my character? One who can derive meaning from text. Literacy has been prohibited for centuries. Those with knowledge of the old ways violate the law of the land. Yeah, the art. It's superb in all of their games. People of Horn. Yeah, I guess it's wrong, I guess. Admit it, do not deny, remain silent. Who you are or what you did to earn your sentence is no one's business but your own. Over time you managed to learn something of the old ways, in spite of Commonwealth decree. I've been executed because I can read. You confirm their suspicions. There is no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days, because it just so happens my associates and I, we get ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We ask for something modest in exchange. Open one of these books, back there, and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. Imagine no one can read, and they thought they found some kind of a holy, special book, very precious. But actually it's just a very cheap fantasy novel of a low quality. The exiles indicate the books in their possession. Have a look. Side door. Beyond lies the boundless downside. Even if you could run, you would not get far. Old raiments, colorful robes and ceremonial masks adorn one of the wagon's walls. Odd creatures. Hungry-looking creatures roost near some sort of attic. There is nothing you can do for them now. Intricate sigil. A symbol of some sort is set in the wagon's floorboards. You cannot sense its purpose. One of several such heavy, ominous volumes. The exiles you met seem very interested in them. Just a manual how to fix a toilet. Yeah. Would be pretty disappointing. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes. Found in materials you do not recognize. Must be a human skin. Forward. A formal welcome. Undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile on the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it and have capacity to clean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place to freedom, a homecoming and glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Here in the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude? I'm not sure anymore I can read. Beneath the brightest of 8 is the alliance shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the raiments of the rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Как сдар записаться? Я давно ее не видел. ВКонтакте тоже пропал. Я помню, ВКонтакте была она. Forward. Brief instructions on when, where and how to commence the rites. Ah, I could read like that. Okay. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth, like come back from being dead. The words swim through your mind as Hadwin gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weaken and give out.
Reader, dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Ты можешь мне написать в Дискорде в личку, чтоб я скинул, иначе я после стрима забуду. Через пару часов. Я поищу, если осталась ссылка на ее профиль. Тогда скину. So, it is true. Yeah, but what now? And where did the reader go? Should be out there still. For now, we have to put our faith in him. He could abandon us. He won't. You look upon the 3 of them from beyond as Hadwin then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die on the downside. And now I swear to you, when we get out of here, you are going to come with us. But first, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom. You focus all your mental faculties to do as Hadwin asked. Ваташи умеет тоже рисовать хорошо. Но,
A
правда,
celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh.
не факт именно то, что тебе нужно. Use left click to approach the celestial orb.
Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one.
Your exile's abilities are shown here. Faces, pass, sprint. Не все фрилансеры терпят мои доработки. Я понял.
Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified.
Я идеальный заказчик, я ничего не исправлял, вроде бы. Я сказал, Ваташи можешь нарисовать так, как тебе хочется, ну, как ты сможешь.
Yes, the exile Rookie has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time. His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours.
Это смайлик. Он нарисовал. English word rookie sounds like Russian hands. Rookie. It's a hand. Yeah, all I knew about this game, like the gameplay looks like basketball a bit.
The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you.
Not the pretty one.
Cast your aura like a stone.
Yeah, Quest was asking what Watashi drew for me, this emote. Hold right click to banish adversary from afar.
Correctly done. Again.
Не, ну я просто не знаю, что, что тебе нужно, в каком стиле. Но если что, я имею в виду, он может тоже нарисовать, может быть.
Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura, then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength. Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame.
Maybe not basketball, maybe it's kind of a
Now,
American football.
the adversary's pyre, whilst yours yet burns. Fear not the purifying flame. Somebody get the orb. That was the last of them. Splendid.
Extinguish the adversary's Pyre by sprinting.
Quite the close call there,
Almost.
no?
Oh, great. I don't get the gameplay so far, like, totally. Seems weird.
Beauteous.
The story looks intriguing, but the gameplay so far is kind of unusual.
Banished, one and all. The rite is complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you?
3 versus 3 basketball match. Yeah, is it? Will it be more?
I would tell you to turn back. Cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
I mean, will it be as simple later, or it will be more complicated? More abilities or new characters? Some additional gameplay features? So, because so far it looked kinda too simple. Team of 3. Maybe I will be able to choose like 6 characters, and I will have to choose 3 of them to participate, like in all RPGs where you cannot have all companions at once. They tricked you for a sports game. I played a lot of sports games, but never on stream. But I played a lot of FIFA. Some other... I played some old, like 2008 American football, but I still don't get the rules. The others are still picking themselves up as you're waking. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Jodaro leads you outside, where a clear night sky waits. Now show us, before the howlers catch our scent, where shall the rise commence? Rites, an ancient ritual, competition through which the worthiest exiles regain their freedom. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Prayer from the Book of Rites. Usually I don't like movies or stuff, like some kind of a distant future where people decide their problems with sports, like a Final Fantasy X. I don't really like in Final Fantasy X that like the sport was so important and the main character is a sportsman. And it later became a holy ritual, and you have to play, like obligatory, you have to play a sport game sometimes in Final Fantasy X. Because it had weird controls. I could teach you, but then you will say that's stupid a lot. Oh, hey, Onion, привет. It'll be difficult to teach me the rules, like just in chat in English. I guess there will be some words I don't know. I will have to Google. Seek out your destination. Hades, the next game by these developers. Hades looks more interesting gameplay wise, but I'm not sure a story is interesting in Hades, because it's a kind of roguelike game. Usually they don't have a good story, at least a long story. It's pretty simple usually. Go the South Star. The South Star burns bright over a massive ridge of stone, much further than the naked eye can see. Hmm. 200 leagues due east. The Ridge of Gold. According to the stars, the next rite shall soon commence here. The fossil remains of the serpent titan slain by Gaul, Galathian, yet loom over those living in its shadow.
Concilia.
Touchdown, foul ball, yeah. I would have to Google. Great, and we're supposed to be there when exactly? Very soon. According to the stars, you should be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we have best get started. Wow, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Ah, it's short for Judariel. Judariel turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. Isn't it like Twitch 0.9? Yeah, it's a website before Twitch. It was renamed into Twitch. Я еще на Джасте не успел постримить чуть-чуть. Потом Twitch переименовали. Quarterback must make absolutely no sense to you then. Yeah. I don't know the rules of baseball. I've been reading some Stephen King book, and there was a bit of a base. It was describing a bit of a baseball match. I couldn't understand in English. Really. I know, like soccer, European football, like basketball, or hockey, or some other sports, but not baseball or rugby. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum. We are counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom, the rise of the key. It is a lot to take in. Your fellow exiles await you in the wagon. Join them. Oh, I got the achievement. Downside Prairie. You arrive in Downside Prairie, one of the downside's only verdant regions. It only gets less hospitable as you press further north. Wherein the road ahead is forked, there is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. Oh, he has a necklace in shape of a bone. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate hold up in Hollow Road. Gotta pay a visit to besides. Hollow Road, the northern road in the region of Gaul, goes through a small exile encampment. Every so often tempests come and scour away the huts and hovels, but they always crop back up. The only way to learn baseball is to play baseball. Describing that is a bit more harder here. But it's not popular here. I guess no one plays it here. Football and hockey is very popular, and basketball as well. Volleyball. Yeah, but no one plays baseball here. Every dog has his bone talisman. Fie on your associate. Best we had to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. The southern route to the Ridge of Gold goes through a humid area poked with hot springs. Runoff from the sandfalls means no bathing in the springs. They're just there to mock you. Litter ball. Это особенный спорт. And get stuck in the bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Hadwin listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? He marks the way. We get us there. If these rites are meant to test our faith, and we'd best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path, no second guessing him along the way. Can we all leave that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. Then it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. You may now choose the road toward your goal at certain junctures. Yeah, I have no idea which route is better, but it's actually a hollow route. Looks green. Let's go there. Daryl thinks she can find a rare flora here, and Rookie knows someone here who owes him. Let's go. Hollow route. Привет, Pex. Go to the North Star. Hockey is the sport in the north, so it's no surprise. But it's not cold here. Like in my town, it's hotter than in Las Vegas. So it's not cold here at all. Not like in Canada, usually, except for Siberia. We're going to north, boys. There are some pants. As you pass through this squalid little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Rookie stumbles from it, holding something in his paws. Как, кстати, я видел, там играли Fallout 76. Ты первый раз играл, да? Пока он бесплатный? Oh, hey Chan. Just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will you? We'll have to drop it off if we have further north. Жил в Сибири, нормался, ходил в школу при минус 45. Я просто говорил, Что говорил, что сейчас в моем городе было плюс 3... Вчера было плюс 32. Я смотрю прогноз погоды в Лос-Анджелесе и Лас-Вегасе, которые типа жаркие, в пустыне. Там 20 плюс. А у меня тут 30. Не, геймплей тут как баскетбол. Тут есть какой-то мяч, и ты там перехватываешь его. Пытаешься типа забить гол. А между геймплеем, да, типа визуальная новелла. Нормас весело. Первый не покупал. За 500 рублей взял бы для коопа с кем-то. Он будет поинтереснее. Они сейчас за год его еще пропатчат. Как обещали. В следующем году Fallout будет поинтереснее немножко. In Las Vegas it gets over 100 regularly. I doubt it gets that hot there. It's been... Let me check Fahrenheit. Wait a second. It's been 90 Fahrenheit yesterday. And it's not even July. Like, it's super hot here. Super hot. Yeah, Onion says it's been like 100 Fahrenheit and he's down. Всегда 36. 36,6. Бог знался, скоро у них будет лютая зима. А будем валяться на солнышке. Кстати, квест видел, там анонсировали Wasteland дату. Именно ремейка первого Wasteland. В этом году в конце будет ремейк первой части, а в следующем году третья. Неделю назад было 10. 10 лучше. Лучше 10, чем 30. You received a plain parcel. You cannot tell what is inside. — 15 ветерком. Ну, идеально 20 примерно. Для меня 20. Просто идеально. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the ridge of gold. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the ride. Жду команду партизанов, а играть буду стационеры и Sims. Не забывай про Sims. Interact to press seat anywhere to check inside. Вышел здесь на 10 минут, думал, помру. Да. Hey Cham, I appreciate you taking up us north through Hollow Road back there. About that, are you certain that parcel will fetch us an adequate price at Slug Market? Crude trading post found on the downside. Commonwealth contraband sometimes find its way to the downside, where it is traded and sold. Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. I'm lucky this month we have only had one terrible hot day and I refuse to go outside. Yeah, it's much hotter in my town than in yours, I'm sure. It's been like 90 plus Fahrenheit here for a few weeks. Похоже на Баннер-сагу, да? Это тот, когда караваном путешествуешь и диалоги между компаньонами. Much is alive with that idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody. We said we wouldn't go around second-guessing our good chum's decision, right? Jodariel says nothing in response, soon changes the subject. Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. The two of them soon go about rummaging through the raiments and the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. Hedwin's cooking tins. What passes for cooking supplies on the downside, Hedwin does most of the cooking. Hedwin's status checking the surroundings. Cannot talk to him. Drive imp. Creatures such as this must have been bred to push the black wagon along. You observe the masks and robes whose old engravings and embroidery suggest a formal purpose. Some of the garments are massive, while others are so small they might fit a child. Greentail family portrait. A reasonable likeness of a younger rookie with his mother and uncle. A history of solemn myrrh, first exile, and the foremost of the 8 scribes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will contain the history of all scribes. Я не путаюсь, что попадаю на стрим исключительно по кнопке рандом. Это я такой удачливый. Если ты рандомно попадаешь ко мне на стрим. It stays like that in July and August, which sucks because that's when all the festivals are going. And there's people that call I lovely, like, what the heck? Crack at the yawn. Yeah, it's horrible when it's so hot. Ну да, я поэтому раньше не играл. Только сейчас дошел до нее, спустя пару лет. Потому что геймплей странный. Но может он затянет. Говорят, история интересная. Вообще у нее рейтинг даже больше, чем у транзистора. Ну, конечно, критики мне... На критиков мне все равно. Но в общем у нее, по-моему, рейтинг выше. В среднем. А транзистор мне очень понравился. In the words of Go, the Athenian, the Master General, you know perhaps the thrice cursed name of Solemn Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him on the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Solemn Mur a man transformed in body and mind and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. It is my greatest honor now to share with you his deeds, to know his history, to know the rights. Is this so? Or I'll open more later. Я еще не прошел Бастион. Но он не очень долгий, там часов 6 максимум. А Бастион мне меньше понравился. Он хорош, но транзистор мне нравится больше. Рекламное предложение. Она что, на телефон, нет? Или... Я видел, ты там делал, скидывал Aurai на Дискорде. Она не на Android? Как мне через эмулятор стримить? Какой я сегодня хлебушек. Сделал под ПК. Она в Стиме выйдет. Можно в Стиме купить. As Darkness Falls. Или у тебя эксклюзив для Epic Game Store. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the raiments of the rites. Preparations are set. However, everything is still calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you there is nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. We traveled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up. И на ПК купи на телефон. Хитрый бизнесмен. The goal of each rite is to extinguish the adversary's pyre using a celestial orb.
Freedom! The stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Gaul at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Джастин это так Twitch раньше назывался. Потом его переименовали. The stars are aligned, and your pyre burns bright, like a poem. Across from your companions appear several others, also clad in raiments, your adversaries in the rites. Everyone's ready. Вообще она похожа, это как вот... никто не смотрел? Алита, этот боевой ангел по манге. Типа, что есть нижний мир, есть высший мир лучше. Другой город там, типа. Или рай, или как угодно. По сути, они там как будто бы соревнуются в спорте. И чемпион, тот, кто всех выиграет, его посылают в верхний мир. Здесь как будто бы чистилище. Походу, их, те, кто выиграет все эти матчи, их отправляют обратно наверх. Болевой ангел. Ты и тебе ни тут, ни там не рады. But still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers steps forward. At last the Nightwings grace us with their presence. The name of a triumvirate in blue. Seems your fellow exiles have assumed their identity. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Мы такие, жизнь такая. Nobody moves, save for the man robed in gold, who unfastens his mask. It's nice, I can see his face. I hoped. It's just more like simple, just to draw a mask in the face. Surprised to see old Lendl again. Lendl, he's the apparent leader of the exiled triumvirate you encountered at the Ridge of Gold. I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed never to see it again after last time. Что типа рогалика? Нет. Аид, Хейдис. Следующая игра чистый рогалик. А это больше визуальный новелла даже. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to dash my hopes. Now I and the accusers shall repay to the front. Accusers. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. He looks like a young old man. It is time. From the shadows you clutch the Book of Rights and focus on the task at hand. Let's try.
Begin! Now go!
That's a pretty weird gameplay. I don't get it so truly so far.
Within the Aurai.
Oops. Yeah, I have watched Futurama.
Have the accusers underestimated you?
Но такой геймплей странный. What have I done?
That cur of yours is banished.
No, I haven't seen in English. Maybe only in Russian.
A blow against the adversary's power.
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, accusers. Stand your ground. Let your auras bow and rage.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
We're getting there, but they have hunkered down. Fine, then we shall disrupt their formation.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile?
Can I... А, Вакфу я не смотрел, не играл.
A daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment
С
using
антуражем.
such tricks.
Пока как-то очень изи. Теоретически. Очень простой геймплей. Можно просто оббегать. Может потом будет жестко.
Glory to the scribes.
The Amazon. If it's
The ceremony.
I haven't seen all of them. I haven't seen a new season like when they after they cancelled for the first time. Maybe I haven't seen.
And it is done.
Редко фэнтези показ спортивные игры.
Rejoice then in your single
Это
fleeting
как
victory.
в 10-м Final Fantasy там тоже важную роль играла этот спортивная игра. Обычно мне не нравятся спортивные игры. Ну, фэнтези или фантастики. Посмотрим насчет этой. Чисто унизил. В смысле? Ты говоришь редко. Я вспомнил одну игру. Всего лишь одну. It's in the first season. If it's in the very first season, I should have watched it. It is the one where they find a planet with giant woman, and the leader is a robot. Противник. Я очень медленно, очень slowpoke. Wait a second, I will Google. Amazon Women, yeah. I have watched it. I thought for a second like Amazon, like about this online shop, Amazon, like eBay. Yeah, I because in Russian Amazon shop and Amazon women are different words. I get it, yeah, I watched it. Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened can regain their freedom.
Amazon Women works in Amazon. Я Blood Bowl играл. По Вархаммеру, регби. Довольно прикольно. Мне нравилось за хаос играть. Можно мутировать с прокачкой. Щупальца выращивать. We have withstood worse nights than this, though few is strange. Enlightenment earned. Glory. This attribute affects damage dealt to Pyre. Presence. This attribute affects aura size. Weakness. Movement speed and hope. Duration of banishment. Choose a mastery for Jodariel. Sins of the Fallen Emperor. Aurai's masteries enhancing a demon's strength and physical prowess. As he found the downside, Salamur understood at last the consequences of his Hellenistic reign. Or boons of the first exile. Aurai's masteries enhancing a demon's spirit, sheer force of will. The fallen Emperor Mur moved past his many failings as a man, achieving selflessness in exile. After using her rush to launch forward, Jodariel can rush again right away. Or after banishing an adversary, Jodariel instantly recovers all her stamina. Difficult choice. In the English version, the robot's voice sounds exactly like this ominous voice talking now. Yeah, it could be the same voice actor. Possible. Спать пойду, удачи. Давай, спокойной ночи. Any adversaries banished by Jodariel will take 30% longer than usual to return, or Jodariel can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. Hmm. Let's go with this one. Maybe.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
After the rise, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night sky you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. Понял про вакфу, может пересмотрю на английском. Она не французская в оригинале? Английский оригинал? Или нет? Well, my friends, what can I say? The rights are real, and we're in. Getting out of here, club. Next up on the agenda. Keep chasing stars until we're free. А, то есть на английском будет перевод. Тоже. Until we're free. Here, here. Sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. И мультиигра. Надо тоже посмотреть. Как-нибудь. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hadwin turns to you. Reader, come walk with me while the stars are still out. Death by snoo. Okay, I'm shutting up now. Yeah, I remember. I remember that episode. You and Hadwin walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions? Come, ask away. But ain't you on this for the long haul? МРПГ с пошаговыми боями, но все равно очень классные. Да, надо бы когда-нибудь заняться. Посмотреть, что это такое. Hadwin wishes to know if anything is troubling you. Ask about why he was exiled. Everyone has their reason. At this point, you would like to know his. You ask Hadwin what he did to get sentenced to living in the downside. He maintains eye contact and he smiles. Good question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that, and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I will tell you all about it on the way. You sense he speaks it truly as he beckons towards the fading dark above. He gazes at the stars. 3 сезона, пару спешлов, 5 ова, сезон спин-оффов. Он теперь точно ушел. Ну, давай, спокойной ночи. Your current patient. Gemini, the olden star of the first Empress, those born under its seek knowledge and new experience. I cannot really choose where to go, right? I can choose only the brightest star. You know, press here. Jumwer, the dusk star. The dusk star burns bright over an ancient spring in Jumwer Valley. It's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. How's it going, rookie? Im's fad? Wheels clean. Latest, Jody? No sign of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. And get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Chimur. At dawn we're off. I'll be back in a minute, like a small BRB. It's still here, I just didn't press it. Internet cat screen still exists. Jomir Valley. The climate here in the valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. We gotta go home? We can go home? You must have latched onto the undercarriage as you crossed the reach. Your manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. You must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need, but say the word, Hadwin. Oh, come on, you can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid. He managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Daryl approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get your home, or any of one of us. But at present, we have room for you, and adequate provision. You may accompany us for the time. Daryl leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for you, for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You're so kind. You're most kind to someone you just met like me. May the 8 scribes smile upon you all. Some revere them as gods. Living, they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, performs some sort of dance. Ricky stares at all of this and leans and close to Hedwin. Ace, what gives? Person the reader? Now we're taking her along? What we're gonna take in every might-beaten drive imp we find now too? Easy, Rookie. I think he would want for us to bring this one along. Oh, Sandalwood? The apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hadwin, Daryl and Rookie. I thought you said he asked me we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. He asked that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away. She'll go tell anyone she finds about us. We cannot risk it right now. So, can I come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty and a little tired too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question though, what do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just back home they called me lots of names, like for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just cause you got grey hair? That's it. What's that? What was that? Behind her. My name, it rhymes with grey. My name it's it's just they called me lots of names. You sense the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name felt best suited her. You think that you can help the stowaway girl make peace with her name. So what rhymes with grey? May? Could definitely be a fae, or that you have no doubt. You suppose that she could be named Day. Name is Zay, Shay, Ray. I like fae. Just that the stowaway's girl name is Faye. Day. It sounds like a day. Today. Sorry, a bit too late. She's a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. Why, that's it. My name is Faye. Where I'm from, they called me Faye the Fair. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Did I guess? Or it doesn't matter what you choose? Faye or Day? Shay? Your fellow exiles decide to bring Faye along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Now I see why you have chat lag. Why? I have chat lag because my internet connection is not good. That's why. black wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jamir Valley. Your companions wish to hole up here for the night. Give Faye and all of you a little time to rest. Consider your options. Faye seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything, everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, mister. You're the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Sure, using it as an excuse. Like, I don't have many people in chat. I cannot be sure if I ask someone to help me choose a choice or an option, make a choice. I cannot be sure that I will get an answer. Maybe your BRB somewhere. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day, but I'm older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. My little brother, sure he pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much, but he's family. I'm happy to be here with my family. I thought that I had lost them all again. I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped now, haven't we? And I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Hi, mister. Yeah, that's weird. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Okay. I think there is just no new stuff. Oh, your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. There are motions for you to join them. By the way, if I would use a web camera, don't know where to put it. We wouldn't know, because I would either cover the face of some characters or the text. Do we even have a name? They call me Reader, I guess, that's all. It doesn't matter. Just Reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be forged around here. You could teach us more of that, of what you know. Prepare us for the next ride. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. Vacations. Ways in which you can make yourself useful during occasional moments of free time. Put it on the other characters' bodies. But it's in theory. I will not use it for this game. Mentor companion. But in private, original resources. To raise their individual rank in the raids more quickly. Grant a small global bonuses to your fellow exiles during the raids. Add to your Black Wagon stash of goods. Let's search for surrounding area maybe. Dung boulders? Sense something of value here. Fossil remains of a giant beetle's giant heap of excrement, not ripened of age. Or tightened bones. remnants of things long gone, which once walked and shaped the valley, yet retained old wisdom. Well, chum, had enough scrounging for one day. Usually there isn't much, but if you never look, you never get. And believe you, me, it adds up. Wisdom trace grants an exile 1000 enlightenment. The path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Faye seems enthusiastic for whichever route you choose. Glue Hive? The north route across the Jumer Valley passes the remains of the Hive Titan. Faye believes those who travel this path shall be the strongest goal of the 8 scribes, all full flat, riddled with barren rock and bone. Faye believes those who travel this path shall be as swift as Jomur. Yeah, there are lots of choices, but like no idea what they will change. Let's go Glue Hive, maybe. Or if you wanna make a choice next time, I will wait. I was gonna recommend the dog's body. I will wait next time. I will wait. Faye's behaving stranger than usual as you pass through the dusty wastes of Glue Hive. The scribes. I think they are here. I think that they were here. Can you not feel their presence in the sand and in the air and all about? At first you paid little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to be in better spirits than before. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone's good. It's just, there are lots of choices here, and it will take a long time if I wait for every choice, I guess. This game is not so quick, short. This attribute affects aura size. You see, it just changes. All it does, this choice. If you make a choice, it just changes stats and attributes of your characters. Either you have more movement speed in the next battle, or you have more aura size. That's not very important. I guess it's not like Telltale games like The Walking Dead, Telltale. Like you can choose who is to die or who will you save. So it affects the story and the ending. En route to the Spring of Jummer, you hear all about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. The rookie insists you take a look after you settle in. Slug market. It's like an old man who has slug eyes. And a goblin with slug eyes. And the slug. Odd creature. Hey guys. How's going? Mr. Greentail been a while and all that. Hey Ron. Ron, he's a travel and sales creature and proprietor of the downside slug market. Ron. Say, how come you've set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh, well, let's say you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, so... As Ron keeps blathering, Rookie signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the deal, chum. An informant says there is something here connected to this rice business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn some of our stuff to make the trade. And I don't even worry about Falcon Ron. So anyways, you guys got something for me, or what? That plain parcel you get there, I could take it off your pose if you want. Hey, you know? I'll take it, Mr. Greentail, though you drive a pretty hard bargain. Now you're gonna take something off my hands here, or what? Mooncrest to your stash. Rank 10 talisman. This one is very expensive, 200 gold. While carrying the orb, the bearer moves faster than usual, plus 10%. After being banished by an adversary, the bearer has a chance to return immediately. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a one-of-a-kind thinger you just got there, you know? You get yourself a real good deal from me as well, so thanks. Apparently, any one of us bosses can get a little edge out of that thing during the rites. I mean, just a question of who gets to try it out. Let's give it to Edwin. See the champs? All rookies Greentail's got some bite in him yet. Yeah, he has a new rank. Can jump a second time, or deals an additional 5 to Pyre. After plunging into the adversary's power, rookie soon returns, rather than remaining banished. Or rookie can jump a second or third time while airborne. That's more cool, this one. Jumping. Jumping is cool. It's much more quicker. He has more presence. Pretzel. She guards our Pyre with huge aura, and this guy is better to run around enemies. This one is in the middle, I guess. This is new game. Ну, 2 года. 2 года назад вышло. От разработчиков Транзистора и Бастиона. Anyways, that over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet. Getting real something or other from all the hoofing around. And so you see, Rookie indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. Let's go. See you, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like him, seems real nice, you know. Real nice because he doesn't talk. My character just doesn't talk. Вместе бесплатных игр. Тебе можно будет играть во все, что хочешь. Ну да, у них это... Тоже подписка будет. Теперь у всех подписки есть. He needs to protect his beauty. And we talk. Had motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he's searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You'd asked what I did to get thrown in here. Figured, I'll tell you. The others know. I was in the Blood Border for several years. The northern edge of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The high-wing remnants seized upon it at every opportunity, from the cover of clouds and darkness. Осталось Стима добавить. Но Стиму не так выгодно, у них больше игр. Они Ubisoft добавляют, потому что там в подписке будут только их игры, по сути. Игры от Ubisoft. А в Steam игры от разных издателей. Так, да. Не знаю, может добавить. No real rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the harps swooped in, it was up to me to raise the alarm. Harps, the winged race, also known as the High Wing Remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. Yeah, you get to know a bit of lore of this game from this stuff. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androbellis IX. One day the harps came without warning, no alarm. It was a slaughter. So I heard, because I wasn't there. I was with one of them. Look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hadwin the Deserter before they sent me here. I didn't want to fight. I abandoned my post, my friends. They paid dearly for it. I ended up down here. Hadwin looks at you as he smiles, as his smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell, but I know that you'd be wondering, and you deserve to know. I made a promise to you earlier, when we first met, that you would go free as well if any of us go free. That promise might not carry that much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for hearing me out. There is not much good here on the downside, but at least the past is behind us. He leaves you there to consider his words. Игра очень простенькая, но процессор ест почти 100%. As you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice Faye approaching. You notice too that she is wearing your companion's raiments. As I was asking in the beginning, will I have more companions? So I guess I have 4 now I can choose from. Like, who will participate in a battle? In the sport match? We can go home? Faye, I thought I made myself quite clear that you were not to touch those ropes. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Daryl. I just thought that maybe you were being funny at the time. Unbelievable. Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rites were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
Everyone must consult a dog first. The sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries in the rites approach. Oh, another dog. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man, Delbert. I hail you, exiles and the Nightwings, and I am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I'm called Delbert Oldheart, and this is my son Elmer. I doubt. Delbert. He's an honorable old cur, bent on upholding the sacred traditions and the rights of his son. Elmer, he is the dutiful foster son of Delbert Oldheart, and is very protective of him above all else. We need not greet them, father. He has blue hair. He's better. And he has a bone as a talisman as well. We shall face you in a field this night. and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first, we offer you a token of good faith, in show of appreciation that the Night Wings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere, as he hands to you a small talisman. Tailwind Crest. Grants me quickness. Yeah, that's very nice of them. Give me a talisman. The girl was very kind, and his son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I wanna help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct a rite, but we've got 4 now, besides the reader. He also has a pierced ear, this dog is my kind of dog. Rebellious dog. This has a mustache. So, piercing is more important than mustache. This ought to be his call. If someone has to stand aside this time, I volunteer. Now volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be?
Who shall conduct the rite?
Rookie has the lowest presence. Videro has the highest. Race, past, astral sign, crime, motive. I'll read it later. So she's pretty quick.
Decided yet?
Has lots of hope, but more presence than a rookie. Let's choose her once. Maybe.
Rookie.
You have to tell me twice. Oh, me? Thank you. Thank you for believing in me, because I think the scribes do too. As you will.
The choice is cast.
I will have other chances. I think you did the right thing. Nightwings, I trust you all are well prepared. With this old eyes, you see that the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready? You, my son? I hope so, father. Here, now let me show you.
Begin. Now it begins in earnest. Glory to the Night Wings first of all. Now take it.
How does it work? Why he won? Because he has a bigger aura?
Why, that was all of them. Glorious. Jodariel doused the adversary's flames.
Still pretty weird gameplay. Looks forth, my son. The waters of Jomur many main bring blessings into us this eve. Perhaps our chance has come at last. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, father. Please keep fighting. Collect moon drops? What's that?
A boon come from the stars themselves. But shall it be enough for Dalbert and his faithful son? Ruki plunged into their pyre. Dalbert dispatched with ease. Their pyre weakens.
They tricked you for a sports game. I knew. I knew this game looks like a sport game. It's super unusual.
Magnificent.
It is not what you usually expect from a fantasy game.
Dalbert banished. Dalbert plunged into
Oh, they got me
the
once.
flame. Oh, boo. And it is done. The Night Wings prevail. 'Twas a glorious performance, I must say. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
I wonder if I will find more companions later. I guess we won? I think we did. Alas, that in so doing we set back that family we confronted. Exiles of the Night Wings, the dawn is yours. May you earn your freedom. But father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed, and I have failed you. Nonsense, we had a fate. We do what is ordained, and nothing less. Fate, honorable, triumvirate, determined to uphold the traditions and the rights. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Everybody gets experience, even Hedwin, even though he didn't participate.
Until the next rite.
Hello? Excuse me? I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. I'm sorry, I think that I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed, What is the matter with you? It's against the rights for us to even speak like this. I didn't know that. I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this is very new to me, and so I thought, maybe... You cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh a lot, and you... How about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with you, any of you. But I just... I have to go. He doesn't need to, he's the beauty of the group. He gets experience just for being beautiful. Wait, Elmer, wait, I think that was your name. Wasn't it even your name? Wait. We switch to different difficult settings at any time. As you return to the wagon after vanquishing the fate, you notice the Jadariel tense up and frown. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? The minstrel? Is gone. You see, it is true, there was no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. You join the others and search for him outside. Your fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. Well, worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Hope. The Midnight Star. The Midnight Star burns bright over the standing stones at the edge of lagging hands. Everyone, we are headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Hope, then. The accursed imp here felled the mighty bone titan, Shaq's 6 shoulders. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him, on this night or another. They continue searching for some time, however, the minstrel is nowhere to be found. Common room. Your fellow exiles' living quarters are functional but little else. In the common room you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective paths toward enlightenment and the rites. I see. I'll do it later. How many nations did I scour in the name of solemn myrrh? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions matter less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solemn Myrrh paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished their autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. I better open more story before I read it. So I can read it all at once. The dog story that he ate some chocolate and get exiled. Can I check it out now, or I'll have to open it later? Crime is unknown, I will have to ask him, I guess. He's an opportunistic and well-connected cur still clinging to his once comfortable lifestyle. Race cur, swift, dog-like creatures known for their loyalty, optimism and appreciation for the simple things. The Alpha Chiefs would later say their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. He seems to be the most well-connected of the masked wanderers, who found you and knows something of the land. He has a rather opportunistic disposition, and his ostentatious clothing suggests a lucrative background in the mercantile business. Even still, you do not yet know for sure what he did to earn his sentence. I will have to ask him later. Nice, you can click on imps. Faye's scribe catcher, the bundle of sticks Faye insisted on hanging in the rafters. He believes it brings good fortune. It's been only 2 hours. A very, very short stream. But maybe maybe I will go because I'm still a bit ill, and you need to read a lot here. It's mostly like a visual novel, but I like it. I will play it more, maybe in 2 days. Thank you, Courtney, for hanging out. It's the Pagan Star. Mailing list, getting the latest news and special offers. Load checkpoint. Yeah, thank you again. It's pretty hot. And I'm not feeling completely well. So probably see you tomorrow. Catch you later. Have a good night, evening. See you later.